Hey guys, we're out here starting to mess with Gretchen the Gleaner again, and anyway, I've got this corner jacked up. It's sitting on the blocks. I don't think the jack's still tight. Well, I loosened the jack to set it down on the blocks, but it was still tight on the jack last night. Anyway, this tire is in pretty rough shape. The tire on the other side is not great, but it's not nearly as bad as this one. It's cracking out real bad around the lugs. Right here, this was where I found the initial problem. You could stick your finger into that hole and actually feel the inner tube in there, and I think that's the worst spot. Anyway, yeah, there's another pretty squishy spot right there, but it's not quite through the liner yet. So anyway, I've been looking for a used tire this size. This has 16 926s on it. This is the oversized tire that was optional for these. Standard, they would have had 14 9s. And I finally found one last weekend. It's in not awesome shape either. It's got a lot of wear on it, typical Firestone tread wear. But it's not dry rotted to death up here in between the lugs. And it is pretty much a matching tire. So we're going to, I've let the air out of that one already, so that's why the tube was back away from the tire when we looked through that hole. So we're gonna work on getting this tire off of here and putting that tire on. See how this goes. Well, as you can see, it is later. I gave up on trying to get the tire off the wheel on the combine. Just lack of room to work and everything. It just wasn't working out well for me. Second time I whacked myself in the face with a pry bar, I decided I was done with that idea. So anyway, took the wheel and tire off. About 20 minutes later, had the tire off the wheel. There's the old tire. Getting the new one ready to go. One thing I did notice that is interesting is that this one is actually a tubeless tire, or was a tubeless tire. It is not going to be. Right there, it had a plug in it sticking in through the outside of the tire, so I cut that off, ground it flush with the carcass of the tire, and I put a patch in it, and I've just been cleaning the inside of the tire so there's no junk in there to mess with my tube. I'm getting ready to go get the wire brush to put on the grinder, because there is a little bit of rust and cruddy spots here. This wheel's really in pretty good shape, but I think part of my problem getting the tire off of here, this is the outside of the tire, or the outside of the wheel as it's on the combine, and so I was trying to take it off of this side, but that puts this in the wrong spot. So anyway, I'm not sure how this is. I'm planning on putting the wheel on from the other direction, but that's going to make it awkward for getting my valve stem lined up. Anyway, I hate working on tires. Okay, so she's finally back on all fours. That was a pain. I don't enjoy working on tires. If I had better tools and more experience and knew what I was doing, it'd probably be a lot better. But if I'd had all that, I'd probably be smart enough to just hire somebody that knew what they were doing and had the right tools. But anyway, that is on there. I've got it at 18 PSI, which is what the book says to run the front tires at, or at least this size front tire. I will check it again in the next couple days, or for the next couple days. Check it a few times, make sure it's holding air, and hopefully we'll be good. I did reuse the tube that came out of this tire. It had a good heavy duty Firestone tube in it. Didn't see any issues with it. It had been holding air just fine. I just didn't want to run the risk of a piece of stubble going through that hole in the tire and poking a hole in the tube. So anyway, hopefully this one will last for a while, and I'm gonna call this a video. So if you're still here, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one, whatever that is. Thanks again.